Hi everyone, today we're going to be making a vase full of flowers. Our flowers are going to be three-dimensional, which means they pop up. And for this project you need green paper, a colored paper for your flowers, whichever color you have, a color for your vase, a ruler and pencil, and glue, and scissors. Okay, so I already gathered my supplies and I'm ready to get started. You can pause this video until you get your stuff and then come join me. Okay, so this is what our flower is going to look like in the end. I'm going to move it out of our way so we can start. So what I have at home is striped paper. I'm going to turn it upside down so you can see what I'm doing. My paper in the back is white, and I'm just going to draw some skinny lines on my paper. I'm going to use a ruler so that my lines come out straight. And for each flower you need 4 strips. Okay, so I'm going to start cutting out my strips now. So my paper is really big. So each one of these strips that I'm cutting now, I'm going to cut in half and I'm going to get 2 strips out of. I try to keep it simple and keep supplies that you have at home so that everybody can join me in doing these projects. Okay, so I'm actually going to take all my strips, try to line them all up. Okay, I lined up the edge, and I'm going to fold them in half, and I'm going to cut them right in half. And now I have my strips of paper. And I'm gonna just put this piece of paper under. This is just a scrap piece of paper so that I don't make my table dirty. And you see the piece of paper? I'm actually gonna turn it upside down. If your paper is the same color on both sides, then you don't have to do this. But since I have white on the back, I'm gonna turn it upside down because I want the stripes to be the color of my flower. So I'm gonna take 2 of these strips. I'm going to take my first one and put a dot of glue right in the center. And I'm going to take my second one, turn that one upside down also, and make a plus sign. Now I'm going to put another dot of glue in the center. And take another strip of the paper, also upside down. And I'm going to put it right in between that so it makes like a little star. Put another dot of glue. Now try to make sure you don't put so much glue that you're gluing this down to the scrap paper. Okay, so now I'm going to put my 4th piece of paper. And now it looks like a star. Now I'm going to start making it into a flower. So you put another dot of glue in the middle. So each step you're putting another dot of glue. Now I'm going to take it. We're going to start with this one because you can see the end. And we're going to take the edge and curl it towards the middle and glue it down. So it looks like a little loop. Okay, I'm going to press it down. I'm going to count to 5 while I'm pressing so it stays glued down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're ready for our next one. Put another dot of glue. Take the next one. And we're just going to keep going in order. Going around, pushing down to the middle. Now I'm going to lift it up just to make sure this is good to do while the glue is still wet, just in case you put a lot of glue so that it doesn't get glued down to your scrap paper. Put another dot of glue. And when you lift it up, just be careful not to rip it. Take the next edge, fold it down. Again, dot of glue. Take the edge, glue it down, put another dot of glue, and just keep going around in a circle till all of your edges are glued down. And if they're popping up, you just do that same thing where we hold it down, count to 5 while we're pressing down, and that will keep it staying glued down. Since mine aren't popping up, I'm just going to keep going. Sometimes towards the end, because you have a lot of pieces glued down just at the edges, they pop up, so we need to hold it down. Okay, so now this is my last edge. Now I have a flower. I'm going to gently lift it up. Now if you feel like gluing it straight onto your paper that you're going to use, that's not a bad idea, because then you don't have to keep gently lifting it up. So I'm going to take my paper that I'm going to use, and I'm going to glue it down. So there's my edge with a little glue at the corner, and I'm just going to glue down my flower. And you only need a small dot of glue in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to make a few flowers so that I have my first one here, and the second one that we just made. Let's make another one. Okay, so I'm going to take my strips that I cut from before, and this time we'll do it directly on the board. Move everything out of the way. Okay. So again, putting it upside down, dot of glue right in the middle. Making my plus sign. And if you're doing it on your board, just think about where you're going to want that flower to end up. Right there, that middle is where my flower is going to end up. So I'm going to push it up. I don't want it so low. And now, you see, you're missing one right here. So let's put a dot of glue. And now we're going to start making our loops. Taking the first edge, gluing it down. Always the dot of glue goes right in the center. And you just keep going around. You can see that one popped up, so I need to hold it down a minute. And you can have a towel, a paper towel, or a napkin nearby to wipe your sticky hands on, so it doesn't rip the paper when it gets all gluey. Because you will get glue on your fingers. You can also use a glue stick if you have that at home, that works also. Okay, so now we have another flower. So I'm going to leave my vase with 3 flowers, and I want to have a yellow circle in the middle. I just think it will look much prettier. So what I did was, I have a piece of paper here that I cut. It's yellow and it's just 1 inch. So I took my ruler and I just cut 1 inches up and 1 inches across. And then I draw a circle on that. And as long as it's that size, you know that the circle will come out the right size. And you're gonna just cut your circle. And glue that down right in the middle. So another dot of glue in the middle, and you press that in place. 1 minute, sweetie.
Come down.
Okay, so now I have my 3 flowers. Now I'm gonna start making my stems. I just took a piece of green paper and I cut it into a long skinny strip, and I'm gonna glue it where I want my stem to be. And you just put a line of glue where you want the stems to go, and you glue them down.
I love you, Mommy.
I love you too, sweetie pie.
I love your picture.
Thank you. So I need one more stem. So I'm just gonna cut a skinny piece from my green paper and glue it down. Now for the leaves, I just cut also a 1-inch square. And if you have a 1-inch square, you just draw the shape of the leaf on top of that. And you know that the leaf will be the right size. And then you cut that out. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 leaves. If you want, you can do more than 3 leaves.
Good night, Mommy. I love you.
Love you too, honey.
What are you
See you in the
making?
morning. I'm making a project and I'll show it to you tomorrow, okay?
Can I see the picture?
This is the picture.
Can I see the actual picture on your iPad?
I don't have it right now. Can you please go up to sleep and I'll show it to you tomorrow?
Okay.
Thank you, mother.
But first,
Okay, I need to finish. 1 second. Okay, so now to make the vase, I'm gonna take a piece of paper and I'm gonna draw.
to make what?
I'm gonna draw this shape. And when I draw it on the fold, and when we open it up, it's gonna be nice and symmetrical. Symmetrical means it's gonna be even on both sides.
But
Okay,
what
so
are you
now I'm
making
gonna
as
cut that out, and that's gonna be our vase.
But Mom,
Sweetie pie, I'm making a picture. Can you go up to
a
sleep? And
vase?
tomorrow, you'll see tomorrow, I'll tell you all
it's a
about it.
vase.
Vase is what holds the flowers. Okay, so now I want you to see, when I open it,
Me? It's something too.
when I open it, I have my vase, and I'm gonna glue that down in place. And that's my picture of the vase with flowers. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope yours comes out beautiful, and more importantly, I hope you enjoy making it. Okay, bye, thanks so much for watching.